What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at 89 Barella. Now, again, like most of these cards, he has got two cards. Prior to this one, he has an 87 Inform and an 88 SBC that was available during Centurions, and now we've got a one upgrade on top of that into an 89. In terms of the playstyle plus, he had Relentless on his Centurions and he had Relentless on his Inform. I don't know if he had Relentless on obviously his gold as well, and now it's changed to Tiki Taka. Not necessarily the greatest change in the world, but Relentless isn't that good either, to be honest. He is still a 3-star, which again as a centre mid is kind of just a little bit average. At the least, a 4-star weak foot would do. I'm not too fussed about a centre mid having skills, unless that is kind of like their whole spiel of how they play. He is 5'9" with a high work rates, and he is explosive, can only play centre mid as well. And in terms of stats, we've got a very good variety. I think everything being over 82 is always nice. It's exactly what the Hullet gang is all about. The playstyle plus is the one that really does let him down. I like the different playstyle pluses, but I think Tiki Taka just really isn't that great. Like, unless you are properly going for the passes, it just is not worth it. We've got Relentless and Slide Tackle as the other two playstyles, and I think in terms of price, we're looking at 310. So in terms of the team, he's kind of coming in that mid-range. So let's have a look and see what So if we do go into Barella, then we've got 307k on him. Looking at everybody else, everyone's kind of stabilizing a little bit more on this price now. So like I said, he is kind of in that mid tier. He's not quite in like the top end. He's kind of chilling just towards the bottom of the price list. So he's decent enough. He's probably the one that is packable, but not quite as much as say like a Musiala or Mbappe or Rodrigo. They're going to be just that little bit above him. And I think it mainly comes down to that 3-star plus the Tiki Taka playstyle plus. It was okay, but I really expected a little bit more from him. I felt like he should run that centre mid role, and I kind of just felt like it was very, very forced. Whereas when utilising other centre mids, like a Tchouaméni Evolution, Bellingham special, you got Valverde special as well, it felt like they were just easily getting the ball. There was no necessarily moving him into target, trying to make the tackles, trying to give him the ball. It just flowed naturally with them. Whereas I think with Barella, he sometimes was going out of pocket, trying to get that ball to doing was getting a little bit difficult at times and having to really maneuver it to him. That for me is not the fluid movement I wanted. We tried a whole game where he really didn't do too much until I absolutely pressed with him. So it depends. It depends on the games that I play with him. Obviously, if I do 2 games, if I do 5 games, if I do 6 games, it all depends. Are them games right for him? Have I managed the game well as my opponent, just blocking him out? Because it is more than possible. Sometimes you go against people that are better than you, and naturally they are bound to eventually stop one player if that is what you're trying to get the review for. But I do think in terms of a centre mid, he's decent enough for the Serie A. But when it comes to an all-round centre mid role, I feel like there is far too many options, especially cheaper and maybe even around about the same price that you could argue with. You could even go and get a Luis Alberto for absolutely free. May not be the same card in terms of kind of where the stats lie. Obviously, the physicality and defending, not necessarily as high. But a 4-4 can definitely drag the ball forward. Yes, the pace is very similar as well. So I think for me, I'd rather go with that option. You then also have a few others, obviously Schneider and Roy Costa, if you're looking at more cams in the brand new UCL Heroes. But the big thing is, you're basically paying less than the SBC, which is why I feel like a lot of people stayed away from that SBC, because it was very expensive for what it actually was. Arrows were there as well. You've also got Locatelli at very, very cheap, depending on how you want to run the midfield. But I think for Barella, he's kind of in that mid-range. I'd give him like a solid 7.5 to 8. I think once he gets that upgrade and maybe gets a skill move weak foot upgrade, then obviously changes the playstyle plus again, because we need to get rid of that one. It definitely would be a much better shout. Intercept plus would probably suit him down to the ground. So let me know down below what you think about him, and make sure you like and subscribe.